this one's gonna be on us. I will play the role of Matt Farah after he lost a bunch of weight and became black. So here we've got the, what year is this?
2012.
2012 Mazda Speed 3. This car, let me explain to you why I'm a big fan of this, because I'm a Ford guy, and when I think of this car, I think about almost like a family, because the Mustangs are all from Flat Rock Assembly Plant. This car's engine is from Flat Rock. So this car is kind of like that adopted Asian kid in the American Mustang family. So that, and this motor, it's a 2.3 liter inline 4 turbocharged. As a muscle car type of guy, like I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm a huge fan of turbos. Not just the sound, but the way they can really startle you. So let's see if once we get into the hinterlands here, once we get into the boondocks of Statesboro, yeah, the trailer park, that's where the real curvy roads are.
That's true.
So tell me what's your like favorite part about this car? What do you like the most?
It has the blow-off valve. It's a turbo smart dual port, so it just
yeah.
So,
that's a sound everyone loves. Oh my goodness. So what updates have happened to this car just over the lineage of the Mazda Speed 3? Because we know a guy who had an 07, then an 09. This is a 2012. Did Mazda really like try to...
They kind of, I don't know, like there's a navigation screen right there.
Oh, there
it's really small, and the 2012s are here. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Too,
It's a better interior than the older one from the first gens. But most people don't like it. Most people just don't like second gen, so I don't know. I love it. I love my second gen.
Yeah, really like, you know, updated versions. And I know they're always going to be that guy on the forum. That guy who's like, oh, you know, my 07 is better than everything that has happened since. My car is the best. Everything else is trash. I beat Bugattis in street races every day. You know, I smoked a 458. You should have seen me. Every time someone says I smoked a blank, like they're lying. Like the word smoked is an indicator that they lied about their street racing exploits.
Only in Mexico, though.
Only in Mexico.
Only in Mexico.
In Mexico, that's right.
Streets of Mexico.
Yeah, we had Motornetics never street race ever. It is very bad, and the highest speed we ever go to is 45. That's what's going to happen during this review.
Right.
Like you know, we're going to top out at like 45. Oh man. Oh yeah, she's a fighter, all right. Oh man, the torque steer in this car
it's something crazy. It is
something else, isn't it?
It's
oh my goodness.
And that's another thing I love about this car. The fact that I don't have motor mounts and I have to fight my car for it to stay on the road. It's so fun.
This car
is so fun.
It has just the right amount of wildness. If you're the type of person who wants some like excitement in your life, but you know you're also, but then your wife said, oh, get a 4-cylinder, you know, get a hatchback, get a crossover. Get this, dude. Get this. This will, because you know a lot of people, they would look at this and they would not think that it's kind of a monster.
Most people look at my car and they say, hey man, you sure you want to race? Or it's like I'm like, yeah dude, like just because it looks like my mom's car doesn't mean it is my mom's car.
Exactly. So yeah, this is like, yeah, I'd say it's a sleeper just because of the fact that, you know, based off of someone just looking at it. I'm actually gonna go this way. No one's grandma. And by the way, this, in case you couldn't really see it all that well, the shifter I'm holding is the hilt of a samurai sword. I thought that was worth mentioning. JDM. There's hashtag. There you go. Hashtag JDM. That's the way to go in this car. Because I mean, not just like the feel of it, but the sound as well. It has just, I don't know if the camera outside can pick it up all that well, but there is just a fantastic blow-off valve noise in this car. I mean, it's not, the sound of this car isn't obscene. It's not, you know, splatty like a Civic. It just sounds just about right. It's just perfect. And for that, I really do applaud Mazda and Ford, because, you know, they outrageous.
Yeah, when people like I took my car to Mustang Week. And I tried to like run it on the track or whatever, and I was gonna ask someone, but most of my friends were like, "No, you can't because it's a Mazda." I was like, "My motor and my transmission both said Ford Motor Company."
There you go.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Like that's the thing. Is like a lot of people just aren't willing to accept cars like this, but you know you gotta. I don't know. Turn around over here. It's like a car like this. Like if you're a Ford guy, you gotta love this because this car. Uh-oh, where's reverse? Oh. Nice catch, thank you. I was about to stall out in the thing. I've already stalled out in one video. I'm not about to embarrass myself twice. But it's like with this car, if you're a Ford guy, if you're even a muscle car guy, you gotta love this.
Yeah.
Not only is this a close relative of the EcoBoost engine, right? Because they're both
2.3s. Just one's this way and the other one's this way.
Exactly.
And I think like the heads or something are different, but it's small differences between both motors.
Exactly. Very, very small differences. I'm pretty sure they share an engine block last I heard.
Yeah.
So, you know, this is like, and in this car, you know, we know another guy with Speed 3. He says it's like a Japanese muscle car. Absolutely.
It is.
Absolutely. I mean, it really does. I'm almost getting like flashbacks of my car. If not for the fact that this was, you know, front wheel drive and turbocharged, I would have just closed my eyes and thought, hey, Mustang.
Yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of the fact that it's front wheel drive, it, you know, obviously when you get the torque steer, like, you know it's front wheel drive, but otherwise, you know, it almost feels all wheel drive.
Yeah,
you know,
it's like, I call it a poor man's WRX. That's what I call it. That's what I call it. It's a poor man's WRX. So.
And I completely agree with that statement. It really does. And, you know, you gotta be, you gotta have, you know, some cash in your pocket to go into WRX. Not that they have issues or anything, but it's just that, like, no, I'm sure some of them have issues.
Yeah, ringland failure and then the really bad transmissions and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, but it's like, you know, with the WRX, I think I saw a list where, like, out of all the cars under $30,000, it had like either #1 and #2 like highest insurance costs. I mean, it was like, yeah, because they get crashed a lot. You know, all-wheel drive people are like, oh, let's see how good this really is.
True.
And then they wrap it around grandma's mailbox. So, but with this car, you know, I don't, even with the massive torque here, I don't feel like that's about to happen. I feel very secure in here. This car has great handling, handles very confidently, has a good amount of resistance.
I've had this car scare me on like 3 occasions.
Yeah.
I guess I got too confident going around the corner, and understeer's crazy. Understeer is, oh my gosh, it's the worst thing I've ever experienced.
I'm feeling it right now. Yeah, this car, it's got understeer. It's front wheel drive, all right.
Yeah. And it was a little too much. It was a little too much understeer. It scared me just a little bit.
And you know, every single front wheel drive car, no matter what tires they fit to it, no matter, you know, what kind of braking setup, where like, you know, you brake and turn in, and whatever happens, you know, there's gonna be some understeer. It's bound to happen. And I think that's, you know, if you're totally fine with that, that's something that's just livable. You know?
It's a fun thing.
Yeah.
It's fun. It makes me like work for it. I don't know. It's like either stay on the street or go in that tree right there.
Yeah. And you know, you don't have to worry about snap oversteer, which, you know, is the other end of the spectrum, especially with my car, because, you know, solid rear axle.
Yeah.
That's something that a lot of people say, oh, the handling's bad. Like, it's not just like I can't go around a skid pad real quick. It's that when the car snaps, the car snaps, man. Like, it's pretty ridiculous. And now we're about to head to some other twisties, and we'll see more about this so-called understeer. There's that sound again. Okay, is this a 5-speed manual or a 6-speed manual? 6-speed, there you go. Yeah, I definitely feel way more confident taking this car around a turn than I do in pretty much anything else I've driven. Because it's just that this car, not only is it comfortable, not only is it very livable, you know, it's also the fact that it just handles very well, and it makes you feel secure.
I had a Volkswagen before I had this car, and like I feel like this car, it handles well, but my Volkswagen, it was on coils, and it was just right. Like, I don't know, like this car is just, I need more low. I need something. I need something.
Yeah, seriously. Not too much though.
No,
you don't want to
no, functional.
scraping on, anything and everything. Scraping on a pedal.
Hashtag Station.
Stance station. Oh man, yeah. And there are some stance cars out there that actually look good, that are tasteful, and then there's 99% of the rest. Yeah, seriously, oh my goodness. So what did you pay for this? Where do these cars usually go for?
I got mine out the door for $19,100.
That's pretty good. That's a great deal. What's the lowest you've seen? Because I'm sure you've been on Auto Trader looking at it.
Yeah, lowest I've seen was like 15, 17-ish.
Oh, okay.
For like not over 50,000 miles.
Okay. So that's pretty good then.
Yeah.
This is not a. I don't know what he's thinking. A little Tom and Jerry peeking around the corner. Yeah, but it's like I can totally see why you were, because earlier you told me you racked up a lot of miles. Because you live in this town, you just drive all the time.
I just drive.
Honestly, I would be doing the same exact thing. Really, I would be.
I bought it with 22,000 miles in February.
And now we're up to 42.
Yeah. It's a little ridiculous. It's a little ridiculous.
Oh man, yeah. And again, I totally get it. I praise this car a lot, and it's not without fault.
Yeah.
It's just a good example of what a hot hatch should be, and not just that, what it could be too, because it can evoke emotions from cars that are in other genres.
Yeah. Oh my God, I have a buddy with a 2-valve. With a 2-valve Mustang, I love it.
Yeah, oh man.
He had to spray it to beat me. And then he blew it up.
Oh, so that's it hit me right in the pride, man. Hit me right in the pride. But hey, if you're looking for a good, reliable hot hatch that can make you feel comfortable and also scare the pants off you, I wouldn't look any further than this.
My mom doesn't even like to ride with me. My mom doesn't even like to ride with me.
Oh man.
My car doesn't make huge power, but it's like the sounds it makes. It sounds like I'm going faster than I really am.
Exactly. And it sounds like a living, breathing beast. Oh my goodness, dude. This is the MAZDASPEED 3. Great car. I definitely recommend it. And that'll be it. Let's try to make a little harder turn, and it wasn't happening.
No, we're gonna straight.
Who do you think you are? Telling me what to do. I'm a car. I'm independent. I don't need no man. I ain't need nothing. My man got two jobs.